Today we're going to take another look at Fun Ways to Move by Jillian Johnson, illustrated by Danny Jones. Today we're going to really focus on some different things like cause and effect. Cause and effect. Now the cause is why something happened and the effect is what happens. So this is a really good selection to talk about cause and effect. We're also going to be looking at main ideas and details, and this is the way an author organizes their writing. By finding the big or the main idea and the little specific details, readers can understand the main topic that tells the how, the what, the when, the why in the story. So we're going to be looking for the main idea and then the details that support it. We're also going to be looking at some things like character and setting. Now, character is the person or the animal in the story, and the author tries to use words to describe a character, how they think or they speak or they act. And the illustrations can also tell us a lot about a character in the story. Now, setting is where the story happens, where all the action takes place. By identifying the place or the setting, the reader can better understand the details that the author is presenting. So let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll stop along the way and talk about these things. Some things roll or slide. Some things go up and down or back and forth. What makes things move? I know. I like to move and have fun, and I will show you how I move myself and other things. I make my bike move. I push on the pedals with my feet. The pedals move down and around. They turn the wheels. When I push the pedals slowly, the bike moves slowly. When I push the pedals quickly, the bike moves quickly. Now, as we read how the girl is moving on the playground, we find a lot of examples of cause and effect. When the girl pushes the pedals with her feet, the pedals move down and around. That's cause and effect. The cause is the girl pushing the pedals, and the effect are the pedals moving down and around. By looking closely for cause and effect in this story, we can better understand how pushes and pulls can cause things to move. I ride my bike to the park. There are lots of ways to move at the park. I like to swing. My dad pushes me, and the swing moves forward, then back. If dad pushes harder, the swing moves faster. I go higher and higher. Now, as I read about the girl swinging, I notice a couple more examples of cause and effect. My dad pushes me, and the swing moves back and forth. The cause is why something happens. My dad pushes me, and the effect is what happens. The swing moves back and forth. Now, in the next sentence, dad pushes harder. There is an effect to that. The swing moves faster. So the cause is dad pushes harder. The effect, the swing moves faster. And the girl goes up higher. The reason the swing goes higher and faster is because dad is pushing harder. I have a colorful kite that I fly at the park. I pull the string to make the kite move up or down. The wind pushes my kite and it makes a loop. We talked about loop as our vocabulary word, and loop means to move in a circular motion. I like to play soccer. When the ball rolls toward me, I kick it. That makes the ball move in a different direction. If I kick it hard, the ball moves fast and far. Now, here's another example of cause and effect. The cause is she kicks the ball, and the effect is it moves. Now, if she kicks it hard, that's a cause, kicking it hard. The effect is it moves fast and far. We have a climbing wall at our park. I reach up to find a place to grip. I pull with my hands and I push with my feet to move higher. I climb all the way to the top. Now, let's talk about character for a second. The girl is our character in our story. This is the girl that's telling the story is our main character. As we look at how the author creates a character, we look at what the character says, does, thinks, and looks like. In this story, we look at what the girl is doing and the expressions on her face. As I reread and look at the illustrations on page 36, right here's page 36. On page 36, I see that the girl likes to play soccer and kick the ball. She has a big smile on her face as she kicks the ball hard. The girl seems to enjoy all the activities at the park. I can take all the information from the story and illustrations to describe the girl's character as she likes to have fun, so she's fun loving, she's happy, she's active, she's energetic. Those are all the things that we know about the character from what the authors told us and what we can see in the illustrations. I like to play with my dog Scout at the park. I throw a ball and Scout catches it. Sometimes I throw the ball hard and Scout runs to pick it up. Scout moves very fast. Now, let's talk about main ideas for a second. As we read, it's important to identify what the main idea or the big idea is. So on page 38, the main idea is the girl likes to play with her dog at the park, right? Now, all the rest of that information, all those little details she gives about playing with her dog, are the supporting details. She throws the ball, the dog catches the ball, she throws it harder, and the dog moves fast to pick it up. Those are all the details that support that the girl likes to play at the park with her dog. Then the author gives details about the activity, and you look at the main idea, and I can summarize or retell the story pretty easily. So if I know that the main idea is I like to play with my dog at the park, I can look for all the little details to support that. Like I throw the ball, Scout runs fast, all of those details in the story. Playing tetherball is a fun way to move at the park. My friend Phoebe and I push the ball in opposite directions. The ball moves back and forth until someone wins the game. Our park has a zip line. With help, I grasp the handle and cling to it. I push off and zoom to the other end of the line. I feel like I am flying. My friends brought a jump rope to the park. They swing the rope for me. I push off the ground and jump each time the rope comes around. When the rope speeds up or slows down, so do I. All right, this is a good place to stop and talk about setting. As we look at what the author look at the author's attention to setting, we look at where the story is taking place and how the author describes it. From looking back in the story, we know it's going to take place at the park, right? It has a number of activities to do with the park, so it's probably a pretty big park. The activities at the park include a zip line, a place to jump rope, a tetherball, a climbing wall, open fields for soccer and playing with dogs, and swings, and even slides. So that's our setting, the park, and all of the things that the author has described about the park. I play hopscotch. I throw the pebble so it lands on a number. I throw it gently to reach the numbers that are close and throw it harder to reach the number 10. I hop quickly to the end of the board and back. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about main idea. The main idea is stated at the very beginning of this page. I play hopscotch. There it is, the very first sentence on that page. I play hopscotch. The rest of the page is providing details or giving you some more information about how the girl plays hopscotch, right? So all these things about I throw it gently to reach the numbers close to me, harder to reach the number 10. I hop quickly to the end of the board and back. Those are the details that go with that main idea. I play hopscotch. I push, pull, kick, and climb. I throw and jump. These are ways I move myself and other things. Sometimes I move quickly and sometimes I move slowly. Whichever way I move, I find a way to make it fun. Now, before we go, I want to just bop back. There it is. There's the vocabulary word I want to talk about, and we've already talked about it today. It's the word opposite.
Opposite. Turn or moving the other way. Shelley ran right. Sean ran left.
All right, opposite. In the picture, the girl was running one way and the boy was running the opposite way. One was going right, one was going left. Right and left are opposites. All right, good job today.